There's a saying which I like, which is a dream written down with a date becomes a goal broken down into steps becomes a plan, and a plan backed by action becomes reality. So that's how you take a dream from reality. And so you just break down the different steps, and then you just get to work, and then you just do those things, and you don't have to, you know, overthink it or be so afraid of the unknowns where you don't take action. Just do the things and you'll eventually achieve the goal. I know that's a very simplified way of thinking about it, but I kind of think like that. And so when I heard Tom Cruise say that, it kind of resonated with me. So I want to share this thing in the background, which I'll get out of the way for. And it's basically a list of questions. This is not an exhaustive list. Don't have to use this list. You can ask ChatGPT, but these are some of the questions, and maybe not even in order, but some of the questions that you might want to have answers for if you're thinking about starting a business. So hypothetically, if you're starting like a cookie company, a question you should have an answer for is like, well, what kind of cookie would it be? And would it just be one big cookie in a package? Or would it be like a sleeve or a tray of cookies? Or would it be in a box? How large would they be? What flavors would they be? What would the brand name be? So there's all these different questions that every day you could be like, okay, well, what would the name of my cookie company be if I had a cookie company? And then you could say, well, maybe you spend an afternoon or you kind of spend a weekend or whatever, you think of a cool name, check that off the list. Then it's like, well, what would the logo look like? We talked about packaging, but like how many flavors to launch, who would make it, what are the ingredients, where do I source ingredients, who would distribute it, how would I sell it, who would the customer be, what would they value? Like all these different questions you could have answers to, and then you'd have so much confidence and conviction, like, hey, this is the audience, this is the brand name, this is the type of cookie, this is the launch strategy, this is where I'd sell it, this is how much I'd sell it for. But you'd have all the answers and you'd be like, oh, this is actually not that difficult. I already know the manufacturer because I did the research. I'll just call the ingredient company, get the manufacturer to manufacture it, get it put into storage, get it put into retail, figure out the social media, figure out the website, like all these things are not that difficult. You can definitely do it. It's just a matter of taking one step, and rather than being daunted by this huge mountain ahead of you, just like, what is